Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the multi-function switch, which is the turn signal, high beam, and wiper switch on this 2003 F250, same as most of the Super Duty trucks from this era. Tools you'll need are an 8mm wrench, a flat blade screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and a T20 Torx driver. 8mm wrench. Disconnect your negative battery cable. Use a flat blade screwdriver. The switch just pulls out. And there's two connections. Press a tab here. And then tab there, disconnect. Okay, you're just going to want to put your fingernails, or just going to grab hold of your dash, pull it back, and it just unsnaps. Okay, on this side, put your shifter down, pull out, and there's two connectors. One for your cigarette or power outlet here. There's a little tab on the inside of that. Okay, you're trying to disconnect this here, and if you look, okay, you want to press on the tab right there. Okay. And this up here just has a tab right on top. Unplugs quite easily. Pull your dash up, put your radio out, disconnect the antenna, and there's a tab on the bottom of your radio connection here. Pull that out, pull this panel out. To make reinstallation easier, there's just two clips on the side of your radio. You push them in. Okay, and your radio slides right out. Okay, you're going to want to remove your lock cylinder. You need to use a torx wrench or something that has a flat tip on it. There's a hole right underneath your key. You just need to feel in for the spot on the lock cylinder, and the key in the on position, just push up and the key comes right out. Okay, use a small adjustable wrench to remove your tilt lever, and then underneath there are three Phillips screws. There's one in there, and then one in the one right up in there. Okay, I'll speed it up. There's two indentations on that tilt lever. You can hook a wrench on them and loosen it, and then removing the three screws. The third screw is in the hole that's closest to the steering wheel. Pops down. Pull this out and off. Now there's two T20 screws, one there, and then one right up under here. Okay, and just speed up here as I remove those two T20 Torx screws. Okay, now you can pull your switch off. There's a tab on top here. Disconnect that, and then a tab on the inside for this other connection. Take that off, and there's your switch out. It's new switch from 1AAuto. All the graphics are nice. It's going to work correctly. You might also see that we cleaned up behind our panel a little bit. So Everything's going to plug in exactly the same. Put the lower one in, and then the upper one, and then put the switch in place.
Okay, and just speed it up again here as I put those two mounting screws for the switch back in place and tighten them up snug. You don't want to over tighten them though.
Now you'll want to put your top panel in place, pull it down and around the ignition switch. Okay, now my bottom one, up in. Kind of snaps together on this side a little bit. And make sure it snaps together correctly on this side.
And hit fast forward here as I just put those 3 Phillips screws back in to hold that together.
Put this luminary in place. Connect your airbag switch over here. Okay, and your power outlet. In the top of the radio opening, there are 2 7mm bolts. You'll just want to loosen up. Okay, that allows handle to slide right on, and then you don't want to tighten these too much because you want to be able to get the panel off again, but you want to make them just kind of seated so nothing rattles. Okay, take our radio, plug the harness in, okay, plug our antenna in. It gets onto the track, slide right in. Okay, plug in the harnesses. Make sure it lines up. This pin goes on the bottom. Make sure it can go in, so you might have to hold it, turn it a little bit, and that pin pushes down. Okay, put it in. You have to just twist it a little bit, and you're all set. Okay, and reconnect your negative battery cable.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.